Hello and welcome to the first video of the Curious Minds channel. Today, I will be talking about Roman mythology and discussing its impact on our lives up until today. I hope you enjoy it and have a great time watching. The gods, heroes, and legends of Rome have shaped the imagination of humanity throughout history. Today, we will dive into the depths of Roman mythology and explore how these ancient myths connect with our modern world. Get ready, because each god and hero will show you the magical side of history once again. Roman mythology, a journey into the world of gods. Roman mythology is one of the cornerstones of modern culture and literature. In this mythology, gods, goddesses, heroes, and legendary figures shaped the beliefs, values, and lifestyle of the Roman people. However, the gods of Rome were not limited to ancient times. Their traces are still present in our lives today. From the words we use every day to popular movies, Roman mythology appears in many areas. So, who are these gods, what do they do, and what connections do they have with us? Let's take a look at the fascinating and sometimes humorous stories of the gods in the mythological world of Rome. Roman mythology is a rich and colorful universe that shaped the beliefs, lifestyle, and moral values of the Roman people. The most important figures in this universe are undoubtedly the Roman gods and goddesses. In Rome, the gods were not just figures to worship, but also powerful beings who influenced every aspect of life and guided our personal lives. Let's take a look at some famous Roman gods and their unforgettable characteristics. Jupiter, the god of power and justice. Jupiter, the chief god of Rome, was also considered the ruler of the sky and the stars. This god symbolized power and justice, much like a leader. The Roman people entrusted Jupiter not only with the power to control storms and lightning, but also with the responsibility of ensuring justice. Interestingly, Jupiter's life was not a peaceful one. Although he was constantly involved in romantic affairs, his tricks and secret love escapades sometimes made him a humorous figure. In other words, being powerful doesn't always require heavy responsibility. Sometimes, a little fun can be included. Venus, the goddess of love and beauty. And of course, Venus, the goddess of love and beauty, recognized not only in Rome but also around the world. Venus's story can be an inspiration for anyone seeking love. But this goddess was not just about love. She was also a teacher who gave advice on love and relationships. Venus's stories often attracted attention with the strange events that happened to her lovers. For instance, if a god goes to war for love, that god's name is Mars. Mars, the god of war. Mars was the symbol of war, courage, and heroism in Roman mythology. However, the most interesting feature of Mars was that, beyond being a warrior, he sometimes exaggerated his warrior spirit. His leadership on the battlefield was as passionate and sometimes hasty as his daily life. Even today, Mars's name is used as a symbol in many sports teams, representing a warrior-like stance. Many Roman heroes also made history, drawing inspiration from Mars's power. Diana, the goddess of nature and hunting. Diana in Rome was a goddess who was deeply connected with nature and hunting, living freely and harmoniously with the natural world. Often depicted with a bow and arrow, Diana was a figure who maintained the balance of nature, protected animals, and lived in harmony with them. Her stories taught that living in harmony with nature would bring peace and balance to humans. Today, this connection with nature still reminds people of the importance of protecting the environment. Mercury, the god of speed and commerce. And of course, Mercury. He was the most lively and cheerful god of Roman mythology. A swift messenger, Mercury was typically recognized by his winged sandals and helmet. As the god of commerce and travel, Mercury was an important figure in ancient Rome, ensuring communication and the rapid spread of information. His stories, especially the myths surrounding the planet, earned him the significance of thinking and moving quickly. The Roman gods today. The influence of Roman gods has not been limited to ancient Rome. It has also been reflected in modern culture. The words, symbols, and icons we still use today are based on Roman mythology. For example, the name Venus is now associated with many beauty brands and cosmetics products. Mars is not only the name of a planet, but also a symbol for a globally popular video game brand. The names and symbols of Roman gods appear in many modern cultural references. Just as Jupiter's rule over the sky had a great influence, many modern leaders draw themes of power and justice from Roman mythology when making decisions. Roman mythology lives on today. We can see that Roman mythology is not just about historical figures of the past. Even today, the stories of each god and goddess touch our lives in the modern world. While the Roman gods shaped the lives of the ancient Roman people, their traces continue to influence today's culture. Whether you follow the love stories or the wars of the gods, Roman mythology offers us both an entertaining and thought-provoking world. These mythological figures, influenced by both the depths of the past and today's culture, continue to live on as symbols that have evolved over time. Roman heroes, a more realistic power than the gods. In Roman mythology, heroes are figures who are closer to humans than gods. However, their stories are just as magical and inspiring as those of the gods. Roman heroes are often tested with difficult tasks, participate in great wars, and make sacrifices to save their people. Aeneas is one of the most famous Roman heroes. He survived the Trojan War and set out on a quest for new lands, becoming the hero who laid the foundations of Rome. This hero is connected to the gods, but also struggles with emotional and physical challenges as a human. Aeneas' story is both a search for national identity and a symbol of migration and rebirth for the Romans. Even today, Aeneas being considered the founder of the Roman people reflects their deep attachment to their roots. Aeneas' journey also symbolizes a Roman value: sacrifice. The Roman people viewed making sacrifices for the sake of their people and family and submitting to the will of the gods as a valuable virtue. This view is still reflected in the way we honor leaders and heroes who work for the people. Women heroes in Roman mythology. While most Roman heroes are male, female figures also hold significant places. For example, Lucretia is one of the most famous female heroes in early Roman history. When she was unjustly assaulted by a ruler, she rallied the Roman people for justice and protested the injustice by committing suicide. This event paved the way for the founding of the Roman Republic. Lucretia's story deals with themes of honor and revenge. By honoring Lucretia, the Roman people emphasized that women could play as significant a role as men in Rome and contribute to societal events. Everything has meaning in Rome. Roman mythology also carries many symbols and meanings in daily life. Even today, some symbols we use are derived from Roman mythology. For example, the laurel leaf, bay branch, symbolizes victory, while ovens and fire symbolize the sacred fire protected by Vesta. The symbolism in Rome was especially enriched with the merging of Greek and Roman cultures. In Roman victory parades, triumphal arches and monuments symbolized the strength and courage of Roman soldiers. Even today, modern victory symbols, especially in the Olympics, carry the legacy of Rome. Roman mythology and its impact on modern culture. The influence of Roman mythology on our culture is still present, not only in ancient Rome but also today. Roman mythology has become one of the foundations of Western culture. Today, references to Roman gods and heroes are continuously made in the film industry and literature. The influence of Rome on popular culture continues through superheroes as well. For example, Wonder Woman was created based on ancient Greek and Roman mythology. Her story is like a compilation of mythological figures from Rome. Similarly, the Percy Jackson books and films are excellent examples of how Roman and Greek mythology have come to life in the modern world. The character traits and values of the gods and heroes continue to inspire young readers today. Roman mythology and today's worldview. We should not forget that Roman mythology, over time, evolved to offer teachings about philosophy, ethics, and social structures. The Roman people lived in harmony with the rules and values set by the gods, respecting them. A person's honor, courage, or loyalty was not only an individual trait, but also a virtue shaped by the expectations of society. In today's world, the lessons learned from these mythological figures are still valid. Justice, leadership, freedom, and sacrifice are values that were important in ancient Rome and remain significant in modern society. The values taught in Roman mythology still influence our social rules and individual behaviors today. Therefore, the stories of Roman gods and heroes continue to touch our lives today. Rome's legends as sources of inspiration today. Roman mythology is a cultural heritage that has successfully emerged from the dusty pages of the past to touch the modern world. Gods and heroes have not only been part of the ancient people's beliefs, but have also become inspiring figures for each of us in today's world. The reason Roman mythology has lived for so long is that it encompasses not only the values of the past, but also the lessons of today. Learning about Roman mythology is not just about making a historical discovery. It also means following the traces of the past and seeing how we can take more meaningful steps into the future. Roman mythology is not just made up of ancient legends. It is also a timeless legacy that touches the foundations of our modern world. With the lessons taught by the gods and heroes, we have gained a new perspective on life. If this mythical journey inspired you, don't forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel for more. See you in the next video.